KK is no more. He was performing in Kolkata this evening, where he took ill is what we're given to understand. He was then taken to the hotel where he collapsed, and he was immediately rushed to the CMRI hospital. Unfortunately, he could not survive. He was declared brought dead at the hospital at the age of 53 years old. India unfortunately has lost yet another gem. Virender Sehwag, one of the first ones to come out and offer his condolences over KK's death. There are several Bollywood hits, several singles that KK has given since 1999, if I'm not mistaken. That was his first solo which came out. Tamal is with me for more on this. Tamal, we're given to understand that the exact reason is still to be ascertained. We do not exactly know what happened, because just this evening KK was performing.
Well, that's right. It's a very, very shocking and a terrible piece of news. KK, the prominent Bollywood singer known for his very famous song Pal, was here in Kolkata for a college event where he had performed live at Nazrul Manch in Kolkata. And after his live performance, he went back to his hotel, which is in central Kolkata, a very premium property. After reaching to the hotel, what you're learning from hotel sources, he collapsed. What we cannot confirm as whether he had collapsed at the hotel corridor or whether he had reached his room and there he had collapsed and his body was recovered under any kind of mysterious circumstances. What we have been given to understand that soon after he was found collapsed, he was rushed to CMRI hospital, where doctors declared he was brought dead. Now, as the protocol suggests, his body would be sent for post-mortem for further study to understand what is the exact reason for his death, whether he was under any kind of a medication, whether it's simple cardiac arrest, or whether it's the heat stroke or any other reason. It can only be confirmed after the post-mortem. So it's a very shocking development. KK, the prominent Bollywood singer, who was in Kolkata for a live performance at Nazrul Manch for Gurudas College, after his live performance had gone back to the hotel where we were learning he had collapsed, and thereafter he was rushed to the hospital and he was declared brought dead. We have also been given to understand that there was no complication during his live performance. His performance went all well, and thereafter, after he went back to the hotel, he had collapsed. Now, there lies a line of grey, because we cannot really confirm without the post-mortem report as whether there had been any kind of reaction of the medicine or any other reason as responsible for the sudden collapse and sudden death of KK. Now, the hospital sources, the hotel sources are saying that as soon as they found the prominent singer collapsed, they had rushed him to the hospital. They had first called in their in-house doctor, and then they had rushed him to the CMRI hospital, which is in very close proximity. Roughly takes about 10-15 minutes from the hotel. And after he was taken to CMRI hospital, doctors declared he was brought dead.
Right.
So we have to now wait and see what the post-mortem report reveals. But nonetheless, it's a very shocking development which would shatter simply not the Bollywood industry, but across the country, all the music lovers.
Right, Tamal, it's extremely shocking news because it's just 53 years of age. He was performing at a college this evening. From what it looks like or what reports are suggesting, it perhaps was a cardiac arrest because nothing else seems to be the explanation behind it. And it is a definite big loss coming in, not just for the industry, but for everybody. You and I have grown up on KK songs.
Well, absolutely. He has immense fan following, and especially among the youth. This is not the first time he was down in Kolkata for a live performance. In fact, the information that you're getting now, that his body was recovered from the hotel room, from inside the hotel room, which means after the live performance, he went back to the hotel. Then he went to his room, and thereafter his body was recovered absolutely in a collapsed state, which we can now term as under mysterious circumstances, and thereby his body was rushed to the CMRI hospital where he was declared brought dead. So indeed, it's a very, very shocking development.
Right.
We cannot really confirm what is the reason for death, but what you're learning from police sources and also from the hotel sources, that he had gone back to the hotel after performing live at Nazrul Manch, and what really went wrong, we have to wait for the PM report to confirm.